Hi. I
Hi.
always forget that we don't have like a second clip and I'm like pulling stuff up and I'm like, "Oh, we're live. Hello."
We
We
are.
are here. Sorry. And we're on time. I feel like I know you like to take like your nice long intro on your shows, but I feel like I don't know, I think me and Ryan are making you very punctual. Look what's
Well,
happening.
to be fair, like my gaming streams are like 5 hours, 6 hours. So it's like, you guys can wait 10
You guys can wait. I need
minutes.
to eat a piece of pizza. Give me a minute.
Yeah. But like for
Yeah.
these streams, it's shorter, so it's okay.
It's better, yeah. No, sure, I think it was your first show with Ryan or one of the first ones where you're just like, "Yeah, you're making me start early or on
Yep.
time or something." Like, we do that here too. But yeah, I'm the same,
Yeah.
like, gaming streams, if I'm late, it's gaming streams because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, gotta hurry up and, like, eat or something," you know?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
streamers get hungry too, guys.
I know. How could we?
How could we? So right off the bat, Corey, member for 28 months, just got kicked out of karaoke for singing Danger Zone 5 times. Apparently, I exceeded the maximum number of logins attempts. Oh. Corey, you gotta do better than that if you're gonna get us to laugh, okay?
Not getting me.
The effort was there, but you just missed it by this much. You'll get us next time. Also, I forgot to minimize my camera, so we'll just let Claire and Leon take up that empty space.
That's okay.
It's so funny, like, on my gaming streams, like, the way the arm is, this is, like, all you see in the corner.
Yep.
And
he's
I
he's
leave like
creeping
that.
on you.
I'm like, "He's watching, you guys better be good."
Yep.
And Mark of Reality became a member. Thank you so much, Mark. And Mike Noss for two film recommendations: Cast a Deadly Spell on HBO Max and Dark Prince: The True Story of Dracula on Prime has the same actor from Buffy vs. Dracula. Oh, really? He was good. I thought he was a good Dracula.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you for the suggestions. So we'll remind you guys at the end of the stream too, and like throughout the week, possibly like on our streams. But next week, the Vara and Virtue show will be on Vara's channel, but we're also gonna have it on Tuesday instead of
Mhm.
Wednesday, just that week because I'm gonna be traveling, got some stuff going on back in my hometown, family stuff. If you were listening to my stream earlier, I won't get into it now. But so yeah, just a friendly reminder, but we'll let you know throughout the week so you don't forget. But how are you, Vara? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Pokemon and Ninja Gaiden 4,
Are you
which
enjoying them?
Pokemon is very, very low quality.
Is it
So,
really?
yeah, it's really sad. Just it feels like they made the game in like half a year with like a minimal budget. And that's even
Ooh.
insulting indie developers who have to make games in that amount of time with a low budget. Like it is horrendous quality. I think that the gameplay itself is fine, but Ninja Gaiden 4 is it's epic. I absolutely love it.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're liking that. I'm surprised. I haven't watched any of the gameplay with Pokemon. Like, man, you'd think they would go all out for that, but I
You'd
guess not.
think, but I think that they understand that there are people out there who will just kind of shut up and consume content. And so they don't really care about always delivering like the highest level of quality because they just know that, like, oh, Pokemon is such a big name. There's so many people who love Pokemon no matter what game it is. And so then, the people who really deserve higher quality just kind of get really, really, yeah, low effort games, which is so sad.
That's awful. Well,
Yeah.
but I didn't get it. I haven't really been into like Pokemon stuff in a long time, though. To be fair, I was like the N64 era was when I liked Pokemon games, like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, But I've been playing Resident Evil Revelations, and
Mhm.
I love it. It's great, like, and I wanted it to be like a nighttime stream because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, spooky," but it's actually working out very well as a morning stream. I'm like, "Our soaps are on, guys, because you know how they did previously." It is like the
Yep.
episodes. I'm like, "This is perfect." So,
Yeah, I
I have
agree.
I think I'm on I just started I just started episode 7. And I got lost and I had to end the stream. So I was like, sorry guys, we'll continue this next week. I think it's 12 episodes. So I have like one stream left of it. Like there's probably only a few hours left. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. And I'm gonna start Revelations 2 next, I think. Everyone says they like that one more than the first one.
Yeah, I don't honestly, I don't even remember that much about 2. Like
No,
if I played it now, it'd mostly be a new experience, actually.
you should. It's fun. I'm having a really good time with it. I can't because I'm playing through all of them, the ones that I haven't played yet. So Revelations, I think I have Code Veronica on Steam. I'm pretty sure, and
Ooh, Code
then
Veronica's so good.
I've heard that from
Whew.
everybody. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like I know I started 7 like last year, so I think I'm gonna start all over again. Um,
I
and
feel
I
like
know the
6
stories.
is where people become very divided because there's like a group of people that love 6, and I would say 7, and then there's people that completely dislike them. There's no Resident Evil game that I personally dislike. Most of them are at least good in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I think that Code Veronica is it's probably going to be one of your favorites for sure.
Oh, okay. Oh no, it's unplayable because the controls on Steam. I hope not. I'll have to
Is
give it a
it?
try. I'll give it a try before I stream to see because I had the issue with a couple of games. One off the top of my head was I got the Tomb Raider collection before they re-released it and it was on Steam like this was years ago and it played awful. Like I was like,
Do you have a PS4 or a PS5?
yeah.
So I know that they're on the PlayStation Store. They're on sale for like it's on sale for like $5
Okay, then I'll
or
probably
six
just
bucks.
put the
So
5 in here, the PlayStation 5 in here and play on
yeah,
that.
yeah, that might
So
be worth it.
yeah. Well, I had an issue with Lollipop Chainsaw. I wanted to play that for years. I didn't have it on
Yep.
anything, and then the port is awful on oh my gosh. I got stuck. I haven't played it. It was before I even moved. I moved a few like I don't know, like 6 months ago. It's been a while. Like when it first dropped, I got it immediately cuz I was like, "Yes, finally." They've had quite a few updates since then, so I'm tempted to give it a try cuz I would have finished that thing in like 3 streams. I was so pumped for it. I loved it.
Yeah,
Um
Lollipop Chainsaw is pretty short. Like, I mean, I guess for a first playthrough, maybe like 7 or 8 hours. But for me, like, I can finish that in like 5 hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so I did 1 or 2 streams. I was at the part with the hippie chick, the hippie, like,
Yeah,
zombie.
yeah. So you were like
So
2/3 of the way through the game.
like, 1 more stream probably would've had it done.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but, yeah, it wouldn't let me hit her, like, it wouldn't let me attack her, and I'm just like it was making me so mad. I'm like, "Please, I just wanna finish this."
Yeah, I love Lollipop Chainsaw, and that's I know my chat has heard me rant about it so many times. So, Limited Run, I haven't bought anything from Limited Run games like in years and years and years, but it's the one thing I said I want to buy was the Lollipop Chainsaw Repop like collector's edition because it comes with a statue of Juliet. It's been delayed
Oh.
3 times now.
You haven't
If
gotten it?
no, it's been delayed by like a year and a half, 3 times. And if it this doesn't, I think it's supposed to release in like in like March or something now. If it doesn't come in March, I'm canceling it. I don't, I'm good. You know what? At
I
that
don't
point,
blame
I'm all
you.
set.
Give me my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one
Um
thing I've bought in years from them because I was like, man, it's like one of my favorite games.
oh, yeah, wasn't Limited Run where Kara worked?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought I'm like, because
Yeah.
when I was in, I visited her last summer when I was doing the road trip with X-Ray, and we went to eat, and we went past it, and they were, like, flipping it off, like, the
Yeah.
building, and I was like, "Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck."
Well, that's another thing, like, that's another reason why
I just knocked my controller over, it's fine.
I thought you knocked your mouse over, I'm like, "Guys, we're about to see all the screens change."
It just shows that it's
Um,
like, "What are you looking at?" And
yeah, great.
it's just
We
arts and
caught
stuff.
you in your tabs in 4K looking at pictures of shirtless Leon. We got you, Wicked.
How did
She's
you
like
know?
she's like, "Let
I'm
me close
kidding.
those real quick." But it's like before the Kara situation, I hadn't been buying from I hadn't bought from Limited Run like 2 years, and then after that, I was like, "Oh, like I'm basically completely done." And so
Mhm.
one thing I wanted so bad, but it's been delayed 3 times. If it's one more time, that's it. They're not getting my money. And that it's like expensive. It's like $200. So like we're not talking like it being cheap here. It's like, give me my damn item, please.
Yeah, seriously. That's ridiculous. And we already know they
Yeah.
suck. So, but I understand. I need to finish this game. If I have to buy it, I don't want to buy it again, but if I have to, just to finish it myself, like on PlayStation, I will. But there's been so many updates, but I haven't started it because I just got so upset. I was like, I just want to finish it. Um, and because Juliet is like that character is like Ash Williams and Buffy shoved into one character, and that is
Yes.
I love both those characters so much. I mean, I even got my mini little Ash Lego here. Like there's Ash and Buffy everywhere in my room.
I had done an interview back in January, February with the
I saw
producer
that.
of it, yeah, which was really, really cool. But they're making a sequel after all these years, and they're swearing, right? It's not gonna be politically correct. They're saying they're gonna follow it as much as possible, which I think it's funny because, of course, we wanted to talk a little bit about like Warner Brothers and like the DCU. James
Mhm.
Gunn had done Lollipop
He
Chainsaw.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't his brother a voice on there too?
I
Because
think
he puts him on
so.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. Usually they work together in some capacity.
Yeah.
Ah,
Speaking,
nepotism.
I know Sean Gunn's an idiot.
He really is.
He's dumb. Like that's it.
Yeah.
He's very dumb. Speaking of games and James Gunn, that's a good perfect segue. We're so good at segues. Look at us. Let me zoom in. I get made fun of. I think like Ryan was on Saucy and he was like, "You've got it on like mobile mode." I'm like, I don't need it huge. I'm not an old lady.
I know Ryan always yells at me and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's tiny. Get glasses, man.
Yeah, get
Everybody who
glasses,
has
bro.
glasses, they don't have a problem."
We can see. So James Gunn says nobody is currently working on the Arkham TV series. It just didn't work. I am happy about that because I don't want James Gunn to touch anything I love.
Yeah,
And
I don't
that's,
either.
I mean, me and Vara will be out there picking it. We'll find somewhere to pick it if they mess with Arkham. Don't mess with us, okay? Oh, come on, Ruddy. That was at least a 10 or an 8. I mean, listen, I'm just getting over being sick, okay? I'm tired. Don't. Um, I wonder who do you think would handle it? Like handle this properly? Like I'm trying to think of like a director
Ooh.
that would I would trust having an Arkham TV series in
You
their
know who
hands.
I just would love to work with Batman is Del Toro.
Oh yeah,
That would
that would
be
be
sick.
interesting. Yeah,
Having
that's a
like
good one.
Scarecrow and
Oh,
Batman and like the more like creepy, like we'll just say like fantasy villains. That could be really
that was
cool.
perfect. I can't even top that. That would be awesome. Scarecrow terrified me in the games.
Yeah,
He
Scarecrow is
was so
creepy.
good. Very creepy. I can't wait until we get the Arkham Lego set.
When does that come out?
Isn't it is it November or something?
I don't know. I didn't pre-order it.
I
I'm a
didn't
fake
either.
fan.
I don't pre-order anything. I also didn't pre-order the Black Pearl. Don't come for me, guys. I'm getting the Black Pearl. So I'm gonna get the Black Pearl probably before this, only because I'm gonna build that and the Black Pearl is gonna go in the background and it's never gonna move just like Spider-Man. It's going somewhere there. That Black Pearl is gonna be beautiful and she ain't going nowhere. So that's happening.
Yeah.
Um and more on James Gunn here. Let's just get this out of the way. I do not want him touching this either. So he probably will. I was telling Vara before we started that if James Gunn touches Constantine and they make a sequel, it's going to be like a bunch of stupid fart jokes. And it's just like, you can't. Okay, the first Constantine movie is like, you could take it seriously, but you can't, right? There's parts of it that are a little like campy and silly in a way, but it's still a very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. It has its dark moments and then, turns a bit silly. Like, not that they tried to, but I just feel like maybe watching it now, like maybe when it first came out, no, but I watched it for the first time like a couple of years ago and I
Yeah.
loved it, but I'm like, there's parts that are a little silly, but even the silly parts I loved. I'm like, masterpiece, but I also love Keanu. So,
I love Keanu Reeves too, and I feel like he's the type of actor who doesn't sign up for something unless A, he really loves it, or B, he thinks that it has the potential to be good. And with something like this, he's always said that he wanted to do a sequel. And so I feel like he might let a little bit more slide in a script, but generally I still think that he would probably stand his ground and say like, "Listen, if this script is bad, I'm not going to do it." So I could only hope that would be the case, but I again, like I don't know if it needs a sequel. It's one of those things that of course I'd like a good follow-up, but at the same time, there comes a point where you just know that they're going to mess something up, that there's going to be some element they just don't nail. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I want it to come out in theory. I want it to be good in theory, but
Yeah.
so
So
it's modern day
my
Hollywood.
my thing with that is like I mean Keanu has had some flops. Like it doesn't mean that he didn't
Oh
think that it was
yeah.
going to be
Like The
good.
Matrix, for example, Matrix 4. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I think that he still had so much love and he was still so hopeful
Mhm.
for that he said, "You know what? I'm going to take a chance with it." And it just is one of those rare chances that didn't pay off. But besides that, like how many movies has he truly been in that have been complete absolute duds, had nothing good about them? Like very few.
Yeah. And I'm very uh Ian.
In
Sorry.
theory, communism works. I mean, yeah.
The Angel movie that he has coming out with Seth Rogen and like other people, I'm
Oh,
like
yeah. I feel like he's fucking around.
he's like
He
let me
probably
just
thinks
mess
it's
around and find
funny.
out. Yeah. He's like this is going to be hilarious. So, as much as I would love so let me read the actual tweet. James Gunn says he discussed Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves, but hasn't read a script. I've discussed it on and off. I discussed it with Keanu, but I have not read any script yet. So here is where there may be some hope, right? So James Gunn's the CEO for whatever freaking reason, but if he's not directing it or
Right.
writing it, it could be good.
Yeah, I 100% agree. There's a time and a place for James Gunn humor and writing, and it's
Not and
definitely
it's
not
not in the
in
DC.
this.
It's not in the DC like at all,
Not at all.
probably.
Nope.
Maybe Flash. Maybe because we you could
Um,
maybe like a Flash movie could handle his humor a little more. I would say more than like Superman and
maybe because Barry's kind of a goofy little guy
yeah,
at
that's what I mean.
times.
Not saying it would be good,
As long as we don't
but
get non-binary
oh
Ezra
goodness.
Miller has a 9,000-year-old spider wife goddess.
I haven't watched it. They didn't even get me. Keaton is my favorite Batman, and they still didn't get me with it. I haven't even watched clips. I didn't pirate it. I was just like,
Yeah.
I am so turned off by Ezra Miller being in it. And you know what's messed up? Like it's because of who he is as a person. Like I don't know, when you hold people hostage, I kind of think that you're a messed up person. Call me crazy, but um among other things that he did, right? In the Justice League movie, he wasn't a terrible Flash. But then it's
I
like
didn't
when
think
all
so
this
either, but after watching the Flash movie, I felt like he he had too much screen time in his own movie. Like when
he
he gets past like the 20-minute mark, it's like, okay, I'm done.
yeah, exactly. So he was an okay supporting character,
Yeah.
very minimal, but mm-mm, not
Yeah.
having his own movie. So yeah, let us know what you think about this chat. Would you like to see a Constantine 2? Even if it is under James Gunn's DCU, if he's not writing it or directing it, could be good. But it
Yeah.
depends on who gets their hands on it.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
agree. I don't know. I don't, I've never been the biggest fan of James Gunn's, though. I've said this for years. I think that he's put out a handful of okay things, like Lollipop Chainsaw again is my favorite, but besides a handful of things, it's like, oh, I can't stand it.
Spoilers, High Tide, but that's okay. Thank you. I wasn't
Whoa,
gonna watch it anyways.
spoilers.
I was not gonna watch it anyways, so thank you. And see, so he's people are saying he's the best part of the movie, and then they do that to him. Of course they do. Of course they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So silly. Cajun Corey, thank you for the 5. If there's a king size mattress and a queen size mattress, where does the prince sleep? The air mattress. Dang it, Corey. All right, you got to smile. I got like a little giggle out of that one. Or
Not
it's like,
for
nah,
me.
no
Nope.
way.
Not
So I
me.
am not budging. You got gonna have to do better than that.
Yup.
Ian's probably yelling at him in the chat. AP, thank you for the 2. What do you call a pile of cats? A meowantane?
Meowton.
A meowton? Oh, jeez. See?
Okay, see, that was good.
Cat jokes get her, and
Yeah,
apparently
they
I
really
don't know how to
do.
read, so it went
That's
over my
okay.
head.
A for effort.
A for effort. Ian, so forth with that 50 pounds. Thank you, Ian. Wicked never finished Bendy in the Ink Factory because of a game killing bug. Oh my gosh, you just triggered me, brought the trauma back. Have you ever played Bendy in the Ink Machine?
I have not, no.
I liked it a lot. I played the first one, and then I was doing like a hollow. This was probably like 2 years ago. I don't even remember. It made me so mad. It was a hard part, and I had to really focus on it, like like dying stuff. And I got far, and there was a bug that wouldn't let me continue. And then so I restarted it, and it put me back like 30 minutes. And I was
Oh,
like,
I'd be pissed.
I'm not finishing it. And like my
Yep.
chat was like, we understand. We're so
Yeah.
good. We were all invested in the story, but even they were like, it was probably like a good 30, 40 minutes, something like that it went back. And I was like, I'm done, uninstall, goodbye. I'm not finishing the
That's happened to
story.
me very few times, but when it does, it hurts so much.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, yeah, thank you for saving me time, High Tide. doing the work for me. Since we're talking about, Warner Brothers and everything, I also wonder if like they sell it, if they're gonna clean house, like, and not have Gunn as a CEO anymore, like finish whatever it is he's working on, and then there's nothing else. He's
That
working
could be the
on.
case.
I
I
think that
mean,
I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. I don't understand what they were thinking, because the Suicide Squad movie wasn't even that great, right? He
no,
directs
it
that one, and
wasn't.
they're like, who should be the CEO? This guy. The
I
only thing he got right
wonder.
was Harley's outfit. Like, I didn't hate it. I was so mad what they did with Rick Flag, but that's another rant for another day. But it wasn't like mind blowing good to be like CEO.
Oh, I 100% agree, and I wonder if it came down to money, because obviously James Gunn isn't a no one, but James
Mm.
Gunn I still feel is not as big of a name as they could have put in that role. And so I almost feel like he was like, yeah, I'll take, X amount of a cut so that I have, control and I can basically do what I want and we'll see how it goes. So I
Yeah.
wonder if going forward, yeah, they'll even keep him on. I know that what is it? Who keeps making bids for Warner Brothers? He keeps being denied. It's oh my god, who is it? Is it
Paramount?
Yeah, is it
I think it's
Paramount?
Paramount. I think so. I keep getting denied.
Yeah. It's like 3 times now. It's like, okay, how many times is enough? Yeah, Warner Brothers rejected their second bid to buy the company. Like, okay, enough. It's not gonna happen. But I guess you never know.
Yeah, at some point they might just be like, okay, fine, take it. I don't think I want Netflix to get their hands on it.
Oh God, no.
I think that's fair to
Netflix is
say.
like one of the worst case scenarios, in my opinion.
And it says right here, Netflix and Comcast both have interest in acquiring Warner Brothers film and TV assets, but not the networks. So they just want everything they've made, and then boop, Warner Brothers is just like done. That's crazy to me, because Warner Brothers was such a big name. Like, remember the WB network and everything, like all those
Mm-hmm.
popular shows.
Yep.
Buffy was on there, and Angel.
Right. And you also have to consider that I don't want to say it's worth nothing now, but also like the gaming side of things. And then if a Netflix, say, got, Warner Brothers, got their film and TV assets, well, then you could potentially see like more Warner Brother games titles and them being over monetized and like companies trying to make as much money off of each other as possible. Like, I don't know. It's almost sad that Warner Brothers has fallen so far in every way, shape, and form. But again, like most companies now, are a shell of the entities that they once were.
Absolutely. If anybody gets it, I would love for you just said Universal. I was just gonna say that I would like for Universal to get their hands on it. For lots of reasons, but a big reason would be like think of the cool things that would go to Universal Studios if they had the like DC stuff and
That
everything.
is
Like yes,
true.
like because I think that if that would be such a smart move actually, because you know, like not just like obviously the movies and TV and stuff, yes, but like for Universal Studios because they already have at least at Florida. I don't know if the California Universal has any Marvel stuff, but they still own some Marvel. So they have like the Marvel land there. So that would be awesome if they could add like a DC land.
That
I
could
love
be really cool.
that would be cool. Think of like an awesome Batman ride or something at Universal. I would love it. They would handle it properly, way better than Disney. So I would love
I
to
don't
see
know.
that.
I feel like maybe you're putting a little bit too much faith
Maybe.
in
I mean,
them.
I'm saying at
Maybe a
least for the
tiny bit.
park. At least for the
Yeah.
parks. I'm thinking of the parks. That
Well,
Universal
how
Islands of
much
Adventure is
money
my
do the
favorite.
parks make Disney now? It's a
At Disney?
massive amount,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's like where they're getting all their money from. I
Well,
mean, look at how much
yeah.
money Disney's losing.
So, yeah, so like what happens if like Netflix wants to try to go that same route? But, Comcast owns Universal, so
Yeah,
that's basically it sounds like it's between Comcast and Netflix at this point.
I would prefer Comcast over Netflix. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, a Superman roller coaster. There was actually the Man of Steel ride at Six Flags Darien Lake. I that was one of the not the first, but I was young when that ride had like the 50-foot drop. It was insane. It was really cool. But
Yeah.
I think Universal had like them having their hands on it would be like at least with the parks. Like I'm thinking Islands of Adventure is my favorite theme park. I'm in Florida, been to all the parks, and yes, even including Epic, Islands of Adventure is still my favorite park. They have the Spider-Man ride, and that's my favorite ride. I love it because I love Spider-Man. But like it's, I just think that that would be cool. It would be smart, in my opinion, for Universal to do that, especially like the theme park wars with Disney. Like they still have their Marvel stuff, and then they also get DC stuff. That'd be kind of cool. All the kids would love that. I would love that.
And I see chat saying Six Flags already had DC stuff.
Yeah,
And
but it wasn't.
maybe this is interesting to you, but Travis Kelsey, which is Taylor
I
Swift's
was say you lost me
boyfriend,
already. I'm not.
fiance, yada yada. He is trying to get activist investors to like buy up Six Flags and like rejuvenate Six Flags.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'd make it cool. That's where I grew up. So I would go. It was Darien. It would go back and forth between Darien Lake and then Six Flags Darien Lake. I think right now, I actually don't know. I have to ask my mom. It's been so long, but that's where I went. And they actually did have some cool like Warner Brothers stuff. They had the Batman ride was awful though. It was made of wood and it hurt. And then it became the Predator
oof.
ride. Oh, I don't do wood rides. I get bruises and stuff. It's awful. But the ride of steel, it's still there, but it's not the Superman ride of steel. I think it's just I don't know what's called now. And they also had like Looney Tune characters and stuff there at one point. It was pretty cool. This is when I was a kid. Um, I haven't been there in a very long time, so I just know they don't
Yeah.
have that stuff. So like, yeah, they had some cool stuff, but if Universal got their hands on DC stuff, that they would make a whole land just like Marvel, and it would be if they know how to do one thing right, it's the parks. So I
Yeah. I
think
mean, I've only been to like Six Flags like once, like years and years ago, but I liked it, and it'd be interesting to see if, we're gonna see I don't know if we'll see it, but some kind of like theme park war between all these entities,
I'm
because like
ready. I'm over here. I'm like, let's go. I'm right in the center of it.
because I mean Disney's making so much off of it,
Yeah.
and whoever gets Warner Brothers could also try the same thing, and apparently Six Flags is being revived. Like that sounds like very specific. Now I
Yay,
think we're going to
Taylor
see a hell
Swift
of a lot
land.
of lawsuits, but who
Maybe.
knows?
Yeah. So yeah, out of these two, I would definitely rather see Comcast, but it looks like I don't know. We'll
I
see what
think both.
happens.
I honestly think both would be bad, but
If I had
like
to pick
Warner
between the
Brothers
less
stumbled so much. Yeah, like I guess I'd technically go for Comcast.
is there like a company that you would rather take it that isn't throwing their hat in the ring at all?
Um Probably not. No.
Yeah, I can't because everyone sucks. So it's hard to pick one like,
Well, also like who has the money to do
yeah.
that? Like that's also a problem, so
Oh God, what if Disney put the if Disney gets the rights
Stop,
done.
stop, Wicked.
You said who has the
No,
money?
no, no. Shh. There's some things we don't
Take it
speak into
take it out of the
existence.
existence.
Shh. Don't.
Universal. Please just buy it.
Don't bring up Disney. Don't bring up fucking Microsoft. Everything's gonna be an Xbox.
Hey, you said that. Don't.
We don't need to speak these.
Don't speak these evil names.
Yeah, not for me.
So let's see.
Terrible.
Terrible. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Mike Noss for 5. Let's just jump into supers. Have either of you played Hunter the Reckoning? It's a classic Xbox 4-player co-op based on the TTRP RPG set in the same world as Vampire the Masquerade. I have not.
Yeah.
You haven't either?
I've played I feel like I had played Hunter the Reckoning like a long time ago, yeah. But I feel like I have, but I don't have like any I don't remember the story or gameplay really or anything, but it does sound familiar in the yeah, I have. Yeah.
I have
Been
not.
a
I still
long
have to play
time,
Vampire
though.
Masquerade.
Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade 1 is very, very good.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I have it. Someone may have bought it for me. I might have it on Steam.
The second
like
one
if
just
it's
came out.
Family share. I also might have it. Yeah. Ruddy, thank you for the 2. You hear about the sick Italian chef? He passed away. Ruddy. All right, they got a giggle out of me, but not Vara.
Yeah, no.
Only the kitty jokes get her. Gotta be a cat joke. Oh yeah, Elon. What if Elon?
No.
No. It would become very weird.
Probably.
Oh, okay. So what else do we have here? Let's move on to. Oh, that's the same one. Vara will love this one. Look at what Michael Chavez said. That's how you pronounce his name, right? The Conjuring guy? Chavez?
I think so.
Director Michael Chavez says the Conjuring series is definitely over. It is done. This is the final chapter. That's why we called it Last Rites. It's the last one. There's no other Conjuring movies. It is absolutely the end.
Surely.
Because there's no like show and another movie coming out or anything like that. So we believe you, Michael. For sure.
Yeah, they don't it's almost like they don't have their stories straight. Maybe this has to do with people not paying attention to all of the news that circulates on social media, or they're not told behind the scenes, or maybe one person's told to say one thing and another person's told to say another, but like they've already confirmed that they're going to be working on some sort of show or series. So
yeah,
how does that make sense?
I know what they're trying to say. They're like, it's a prequel, so
Right,
I
I guess,
these
yeah.
actors. So like I get what they're saying, but
yeah,
I feel like they're still gonna
and they are
attach the
specifying
Conjuring to it.
movies. So.
Yeah. yelling
Just
at people.
kidding. Yes, you're not getting any more movies, but you are going to get 32 shows.
32 and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll watch it. Like, I know some people are like, oh, stupid, whatever, but I didn't mind Last Rites. I thought it was a fine way. Like, if they're actually ending, like, the movie series that way, I thought it was fine. The first and third, I agree with you, are my favorites because I mixed up the second and third. So the first and the third, I agree with you and think that they are the best ones out of the series. But they're all a decent watch, even the like the Nun and you know.
Yeah, they're doing
Annabelle.
another. What is it, La Llorona?
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. We both didn't see that one, right? Is that the one with
yeah.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? You'll get it faster than me if you're looking it up. the movie. Velma from Scooby Doo.
Oh, Linda Cardinelli.
Yeah, Linda Cardinelli.
I was looking up news about the sequel, not about the cast.
I forgot. We said we were gonna watch that like 4 weeks ago. We totally forgot.
We did.
Whoops.
That's okay. Yeah, Conjuring spin-off sequel gets a promising production update, so they are doing one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so the Conjuring series is over, guys. It's over.
Surely.
Shirley. Ian, thank you for the 50. Uh, there's no other Conjuring movies. It is absolutely the end. Will be the opening graphic to the next movie. Yeah. Until now.
Yep. Until they need money. And then, well, that's why they're going to greenlight 80 of them.
Thanks, Ian. Um, yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm okay. Listen, give me all of this. Like, I'd rather that kind of stuff versus a lot of the other crap that we're getting. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And I'm not gonna say speaking of crap because I actually liked this. I didn't like it as much as everyone else did, but I don't think we talked about this 'cause we didn't have our show yet, or anything. I don't even know if I think we probably streamed. But what were your thoughts? You've seen this, right? You've seen Sinners.
I have seen Sinners. I thought it was okay.
So I would say like maybe like a 7 out of 10 for me. Like it wasn't awful at all, but I didn't think it was like mind blowing. Like a lot of people really liked it, and that's fine. Like I just thought so for me, the story on this was a little mixed up. It's like, okay, these two brothers are trying to open a club, like speakeasy thing, whatever. Not speakeasy. It seemed like it was just too all over the place with their story. It's like, what is this? Is this a horror movie about vampires or about these guys trying to open their nightclub? You know, like
Yeah.
they kind of focused on that a little bit too much. I think they could have cut a lot out. Like once it got to like the actual like the vampires trying to get in is when the story kind of, in my opinion, took off more.
Yeah, I agree.
But that was like an hour in,
Well,
right?
right, that wasn't towards or even close to the beginning.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. They could
Also,
have shortened it.
they had the post-credit scene where they try to tease like a continuation, which I know you can ignore a scene like that, but at the same time, like it's very clear that their intention was always to make it some sort of series. And I think that it would have been way better if they just if they tried to create it as a standalone. It almost felt like it was too ambiguous at times so that they could continue it.
I thought his cousin was interesting, like that he could like I thought they were gonna do a little more on that. They might. I wouldn't be surprised if they do like a sequel or like
Yeah.
a side story about him. It's just I don't know, and I like Seinfeld and everything. Um, it's just I don't know, and also Michael B. Jordan. I love him. He's been in a lot of good movies,
Yeah,
but
I think
this
that he's pretty good.
he's pretty good. Like I wouldn't say a lot of good movies. Like him in the Creed movies and stuff, but this was probably my least favorite out of what he's done. But it wasn't awful. I just didn't get the full on hype like that. It was like 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
no. I think that it's a 10 out of 10 for normies and people who maybe don't watch a lot of movies like it.
Mhm.
But I think that if I don't want to say if you're cultured or if you watch a lot of these
Vara is a
movies,
cultured lady, guys.
yeah,
Calm down.
that's me. Don't wear it out. But I don't know. I didn't really like it. I even think that like uh, I think that maybe you said a 7.5.
Yeah, like
I
7.
think I'd go like 6.5. Like it was fine enough, but like I don't think that it was worse than I don't think it was worse than Creed 3. Creed 3 was bad.
I liked 1 and 2,
Yeah.
Creed, a lot. 3 was definitely lesser.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Creed was so good. I remember going to theaters to see that, and I was just like, "Man, this is such a good addition to the Rockyverse."
Mm,
And the second was fine, but the third one was,
yeah.
So, yeah, this I don't know. It just and a lot of people were getting crap for not liking it. And
Which I think is
that's
so
when
weird.
yeah, it's not I totally agree people saying that this was a lot like Dusk Till Dawn, but I thought Dusk Till Dawn was better.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you but wait a minute, wasn't George Clooney in that, so you hated it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in that
That's the
fucking movie.
that's
He
the
was
only
also
one that you
he
could
was also,
stand.
spoiler alert, brought back in the Flash.
Oh.
Yeah, at the end.
Oh, you probably
He like
threw your
he
TV
shows
through
up
the
in
wall
his
at that point.
he shows up in the suit and he's like,
Oh,
"Hey,
come on. Of all
hey
the
man.
bats they could bring back, well, Val
Hey
Kilmer
man."
was not in good health.
Yeah,
Uh,
no. But so fucking stupid.
I would have preferred Val Kilmer CGI over George Clooney.
I agree.
Like, give us that
Send the
instead.
asteroid. I don't need George Clooney.
Oh my gosh. Um, sorry, I'm looking at chat. uh, did you? I'm trying to think. There was something else I was going to bring up here. You're into Friday the 13th, right? You like the Jason movies?
Yeah, yeah.
So A2's A20 A2's A24's Friday the 13th prequel series Crystal Lake has wrapped filming, coming soon to Peacock. What were your thoughts on this? I think we might have touched on this on another episode, but
Um,
I can't remember.
I am generally not a fan of prequels. I feel like prequels typically they throw out like existing material and they dumb it down in order to just create a story where they couldn't create anything after the fact. So like I like a lot of A24 films and I want this to be good, but also generally Peacock series and like A24 is pretty low budget. So I don't
Hmm.
know how I feel about that. Plus, again, like prequel. I don't remember hearing any story details about it though.
I just know that Linda Cardinelli is going to be in it as Mrs. Voorhees or Miss
Yeah.
Voorhees, whatever. And that's pretty much all I know. Let's see. I don't think there's anything on it. I just looked it up. Uh, Plot it just as a prequel series exploring the origin of Jason and Pamela Voorhees.
Hmm.
I do know that at Halloween Horror Nights, the Friday 13th Jason house was the best house. It was so good. They had all the different Jasons, and it was kind of long too, because you get to a part like where you think it ends, and it has her car, her yellow car, and Mrs. Voorhees is there saying whatever to you. I don't remember. And then you walk through thinking that you're about to go to the exit, and then there's like another little house with more Jason stuff in it, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
It was very fun. Very fun. So I'll watch it. I mean, like I agree. I also like A24's stuff and
Oh
but
yeah.
it probably will be kind of low budget. So we'll see.
Probably. I mean, I would assume, but like, I mean, A24 has created some really good things. So like on one hand, I want to say, oh, this might come out and this might be really good, but I don't know. I'm just so cautiously optimistic when it comes to these things now. Like I would rather them not continue a certain series or continue to mess with certain characters if they're just going to do like a really, really mediocre job of it.
Yeah. Nope. I absolutely agree. I'm trying to pull up their list because like I know I'm familiar with them, but I'm like, what movies
Um,
like have they done here?
they did Hereditary, which
I
of
didn't see that
course
one.
you haven't seen
Mm-mm. I
Hereditary?
think it's on
Oh
HBO
my
Max.
gosh.
I've heard it's good.
It's it's very intense, but they did The Lighthouse, which was Robert
Oh, okay,
Pattinson.
that one. I liked that one. That was
They did
Midsommar.
Midsummer. Yep,
Summer. Yeah, I haven't seen that one
that
because
one too.
I was kind of hesitant of that. Like after I heard about it, like it's
Yeah.
just kind of weird. I don't know if Midsummer is gonna be my vibe. Um,
It's it I think it might be a little bit more, I'll just say artsy fartsy, but
mm,
I thought that it was pretty good. Hereditary's insane though.
okay. Oh, I thought that was a White Noise, the old one with was it Michael Keaton? No, this is 2022. I'm just looking up a list right now. They've done a lot.
They have, but those are the ones that pop into my head. So,
Maxine. I haven't seen that one, but
oh,
it
did
was
they do Maxine?
yeah,
Yeah.
2024. That was all over like I think HBO Max for a
It
while.
was it was okay. It's another movie that I think got the Sinners treatment where everyone was going, "Oh my gosh, it's so
Mm.
amazing." Even
Death of a
though,
Unicorn. They did that one too.
oh yeah.
Did you see that one? That was the one with Jenna Ortega, right?
Yeah, I did see that
Was
one.
it good? Is it worth watching?
Um, I didn't really like it. So, I feel like that might be a hot take actually. What's the score on that?
I just didn't really like grab me. It was her and Paul Rudd, right? Or is it
Uh,
somebody else? Am I thinking of something else?
yeah, it was Paul Rudd. It was Jenna Ortega. Also, Will Poulter was in it. I think that was the main cast that I remember. Rotten
Okay.
Tomatoes score of it is okay, a 53 and a 76. So maybe my score, isn't that much of a hot take. It's
Okay.
peak. I disagree. I didn't think that it was peak. I thought it was
But Death
okay.
of a Unicorn?
Yeah, like I thought it was all right.
I'll probably check it out. I've got some traveling coming up, so I'll download some stuff to watch, and maybe not that, but Hereditary. So that
Yeah, Hereditary's wild.
okay, so that'll be on the list. But yeah, when I'm sure we will watch and review this
All I
when it
know
comes
is we need
out.
a Freddy vs. Jason part 2.
Listen, there was
That's
there's a
all I
comic
know.
there's a comic book with Ash, Freddy vs. Jason with Ash Williams, and I'm like,
Yes.
why didn't we get that at that
Yes.
time? Like we can't get it now
Yes, that would
because
be sick.
I would love it, but we can't get it now because I mean Bruce Campbell's up there in age.
I
He's
know, I
already
know.
they're supposedly they're I can't remember right now. They're in talks or they are gonna work on an animated series for Evil Dead. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes,
That would be
yes. That
awesome.
would be awesome. And he's like, I can voice Ash all day.
Mhm.
He's like, but my body's getting old. Like you can't do like
Yeah.
the stunts anymore, which is understandable.
I
So
can't think
Bruce
of anybody who would even be able to play like a younger version of him as good as he did. Like I don't know.
they could get somebody, but you're right, it wouldn't be as good. Like
Yeah,
Bruce
I'm sure
is
they
the
do
only Ash.
okay, but
I'm
yeah.
trying to think like
If
someone that
anybody
might
says
look like
Glenn
him.
Powell, I'm gonna punch
Don't
somebody.
you
I'm
dare
so
say
sick of
that.
hearing his name. Listen, he's fine in a couple things. Don't you dare bring him up.
Don't speak that name in the
Do
stream or
not, do
you will
not.
feel the wrath of Vara
Yeah.
and Bilbo. He will wake up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's sleeping. He's doing good.
Already took it to a whole nother level. Are you serious?
Stop. Stop.
Stop. No. Please no. Don't put that evil in this stream. That's even worse than what I said. I won't say it again. We can't speak it
Yeah,
twice. It's like
don't.
Beetlejuice. We say it 3 times and it might happen.
Maybe.
I now I lost my train of thought.
Uh-oh.
There was something oh, here we go. It was something that Athletically Lazy brought up that, it was actually I think you wanted me to put it up for Saucy, but it's good. This Brew and X-Ray aren't really into, like, horror that much. So, thank you for this. Also, thank you. I know I said thank you in Discord, and I'm gonna bring it and show it on stream. But Athletically Lazy, oh well, now that you said that, she's not gonna even care what I have to say now. Sent me this beautiful, amazing Spider-Man framed art that just it's beautiful. It was like a 10K congrats gift.
Oh,
So
nice.
pretty. I'll send you a picture. I put it in my Discord, but I'll show it off on stream one of these days because I don't know if I'm gonna hang it up in here. I think I want to put it in my living room because it's beautiful and I want it down there. But anyways, this list here, I want your thoughts on it. I actually didn't glance at I have seen like the number 10. Um Top 10 scariest movies of all time according to an experiment from the Science of Scare Project. Number 10, let me zoom in for all the old folk in here that are going to yell at me for having it tiny. Me and Vara can see we've got glasses.
It's
Uh,
true.
number 10 is Talk to Me. Number 9 is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Number 8 is Smile. 7 is Smile 2. Haven't seen those. 6, Hereditary, which I'm going to see soon. 5, The Conjuring. 4, Insidious. 3, a Skinamarink, seen that one. 2, Host, haven't seen that, and 1, Sinister, haven't seen that. So out of these lists, I've seen Talk to Me, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, Conjuring, and Skinamarink. So I've only seen 4 out of these 10.
I've seen Sinister, Insidious, Conjuring, Hereditary, Both Smiles, and Talk to Me. I haven't seen Exorcism of Emily Rose, haven't seen Skinamarink, and haven't seen Host.
Okay, so you still seen 7, so you've seen more than me. I would suggest I would love for you actually to watch Skinamarink and give me your thoughts on it. I should probably watch it again. I watched it when it first, like around when it first came out, but because you like found footage, I'd like to get your thoughts on that. It's very different.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Very,
heard of
very
it. I've heard
different.
that it's pretty good.
My friends told me to watch it because apparently, like, I think Jacksepticeye was just like praising it and a couple other like YouTubers because it was I think it was just like two people that made it or something like that, like very small budget and everything, and I think it did pretty well. I'm not sure. Um, but it was definitely different, and I want to just because you're also into found footage like me, I'd like to get your thoughts on that. And if you do watch it, I'll rewatch it because it's been a while since I did.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I actually don't know what the reviews were on that one. It's been a while.
So I feel like this list is
Oh, it did bad.
almost.
Actually, the reviews are
Oh,
really
did
bad.
it?
Well, on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got not that that really matters because Rotten Tomatoes sucks, but I looked it up and their like audience rating says 2.1 just like on Google, but it says 73 on Rotten Tomatoes, so not horrible, I guess.
Yeah, so I feel like this list almost is too modern.
Yeah.
Like Hereditary,
This
Sinister,
is
I
probably the
get.
oldest one on here.
Yeah, and that's I don't remember exactly what year, but even that's not that, you know, it's not that old, is it?
Uh no, it was
Yeah,
2000, so
2005. So that's not even that long ago. I feel like first of all, not just having The Exorcist
I was just gonna
on
say
this
that.
list, yeah, it's like that's wild because that would be what, 73 or 72. Um Another like more modern movie that I'm kind of surprised isn't here is The Witch. I
Mm,
personally didn't like The Witch all that much or as much as I could
I
have, but
didn't see
like
that one.
it like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre not being on here to me is like I know it's more action horror, but like that's also kind of wild. Um, hmm.
Yeah, you know what? So when I wasn't into scary movies, I was terrified of Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah.
because, like, at the time I didn't know, right? It's like, oh, it's based on a real person. We know Ed Gein wasn't like. I mean, he did the more creepier aspects of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He did like the wearing skin and stuff. That was what really, really scared me. Um, but yeah, so uh, did you didn't see Talk to Me or you did?
I did see Talk to Me, yes.
Yeah, that one was creepy, but I wouldn't say scariest. Like out of any of these, I could see The Conjuring being on there.
Yeah, but
Pretty scary, the first
I
one.
feel like something like The Conjuring would be like 10 maybe.
Yes, not like
Like
all the way, like not
and
midway.
even something like Smile, I don't feel like either of the Smile movies are very horrific. I know that, there's a lot of like horror movies out there that I personally like that I wasn't really scared of, but I like I don't know, The Shining, for example, or It Follows. Like those are great movies, but I wouldn't say that they're so like scary that it's like, oh my gosh, I need to put this on a list so I remember how scary this was. And I feel like this is a very, yeah, like a modern list.
And Skinamarink, I don't like that was creepy. Like I don't want to give anything away on that because I want you to see it. I wouldn't say that that is on a top 10 scariest list. I don't think any of these are. Like, I was very young when I saw The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Like, that was also before I was into horror movies, and it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm surprised, like what really gets me like scared, especially now, would be like cult stuff. Like the end
Yeah.
of I think it was Paranormal Activity 2. Was that the one where it ended and it was all the cult people? Like, I actually think I'm surprised that Paranormal Activity isn't on here.
Oh man,
Um,
yeah, it is really weird that there's none of them on here because I remember, seeing all of the promotional material for them always. It's like people are so scared they're leaving the theaters.
Well, remember the Conjuring last rites, they had to bring priests into the theaters. Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
right, right.
But there's definitely like if we took our time, we could probably think of 10 movies that were actually scary, and they're not. None of them are on this list. Like The Exorcist absolutely need to be on here, absolutely, because that still holds scary. Like oh my gosh, like when she turns her head and walks backwards down the stairs, that's still freaking scary. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
that is a really creepy, but it's
that
like
is so creepy.
like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, when Johnny Depp gets sucked into the bed and the blood, like that is scary.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this list is ugh. I don't it's just weird. It feels like normie bait almost.
Yeah, like the chat was saying, it's a Zoomer list for
Yeah,
sure.
like I'm not trying to be that person who says I have better taste than you in movies,
But
but
you do.
most
But you
of these
do.
are not even scary.
No, have you seen the movie Mama? It came out in like 2010. Here, let me see.
Is
It
that
came out.
the one? No, I'm thinking of Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
No. Oh, so
M-
this list is based
Ma
off of heart
Ma.
rate taken during the watching the
Oh, I
movie. Okay.
do remember this movie. Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
that one
yeah.
was
With Jessica
creepy.
Chastain. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
I
do
remember my
remember
friends
that
made me
one.
watch it and I was like, okay, this is creepy.
Yeah, that one was creepy, but again, I don't I maybe it's because for me being like somebody who plays so many games and it being interactive and based on your choices, I'm not as affected by movie horror anymore because with
Hmm.
movies, you can clearly tell when something's going to happen. Where in a video game, oh, if you don't walk around one certain corner, you don't get scared by it. Or, oh, if you walk around a corner but you ignore something that's in another corner, then it sneaks up on you. And so there's in video games, I feel like because it doesn't progress if you don't progress, it almost feels more terrifying, which I just think that video games are better than movies, but I'm a little bit biased there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Though I don't know. I don't really think any of these on this list are so scary. Now, Sinister, I do think is pretty it definitely deserves a slot on this
I
list
have to
for
watch that
sure.
one. I've
That
never
one's
seen.
really good. The sequel was not good though.
Gonna do this. Oh, yeah. I actually, so shout out Wiley Dave. He sent me, I now own Fright Night, which I'm happy. And he
Wow.
sent me the second one too.
Oh,
So I'll
nice.
check it out because I haven't seen it and now I don't have to pay to rent it. So thank you, Wiley. Sinister. Oh, Ethan Hawke was in it. I like Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He's a good actor and he was definitely a babe back in the day. 2012. Sorry, I gotta be a girl. Uh, okay, I'm gonna keep the tab up so I remember to watch it. It's free on Tubi. I might have to rent it. If I don't mind renting. Like I actually love that option for certain things, right? Like $2 to just watch it. Cool. So yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
list.
agree.
I mean, he athletically lazy did say that it's based on heart rate, but I definitely think it's like a younger audience or maybe people that aren't super like big horror fans.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say out of all that I have seen here, The Conjuring, yeah, but it should be number 10.
Yeah, like Conjuring it's got
Especially the first
moments.
one. Like it's
Yeah.
the jump scares and stuff, right? Me personally, like I do like the Conjuring movies. I like all of them. When it comes to horror, I prefer a suspense thriller. Like where you
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen. I don't like when you rely on cheap jump scares or gore just for the sake of having gore. Like when there's no
Yeah.
story. Like I know I'm gonna get tomatoes thrown at me for this. I've said it before, but I seen the first Terrifier movie and I thought it was awful. So I didn't watch the second or third one. And I know people are like, come on, because I know it's so popular. I know, but and people tell me, well, you gotta watch it. It gets good by the third. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because
You
I
don't
didn't
want to
like the
wait that
first
long.
one.
Right.
Because I watched the first one and I was just like, I don't like gore just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
need
Well,
there to
that's why I
be
personally don't like the Saw movies very much because they're so graphic and it's like we're playing a game, but
mhm.
I don't it's just it's like okay, woo, we're playing a game. Like congratulations. It doesn't have enough of a plot, I guess, for me because it's just like going from one absolutely terrible thing to another absolutely terrible thing just for the sake of being very graphic.
Yeah, see, I agree. I think it's murder porn. That's what I think too, like for Terrifier. Like it's just
Yeah.
gore without substance is not my thing. And
Yeah.
I have only seen the first Saw, which I thought was fine because like there is a story to it, but you're right. It's like he's really just like torturing these people to try and make them want to
Right.
like
It's
their
like the
life.
human
So I
centipede.
get that. I've never watched that. I won't.
Ugh.
No, I've heard
Yeah.
enough. Like, no,
Watched it
thank
once,
you.
good enough for me. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
So yeah, I watched the first Saw, and I know like I think I may have seen parts of the second Saw, and I know a lot of the stories. I would say Saw is probably better than Terrifier because at least there's like a story to it.
Yeah.
Um, but that's just me personally. Like people have their, their what they like. I like a good story with my horror. Because the thing is, because I play so many horror games, people think that like that's my favorite genre and stuff. But I actually prefer comedy. Sadly, we haven't gotten very good comedy throughout the year, like the
No.
last few years, but it's still my favorite genre. But I'm just a movie buff in general. So,
Right.
there's a lot of horror movies that I do like because there's some good ones. And I'm a
Yep.
sucker for a good slasher, like the 80s. I feel like we've stayed in the 80s besides the new stuff that we've reviewed. We did all 80s this month.
Well, I feel like because our culture is so heavily based on the 80s, it's like why watch the new stuff that's just generally really low quality and it's just trying to emulate that, and why not just go and watch the original stuff that was so
Yeah.
good.
And even spoiler guys for our Halloween episode. Did we decide? Are we going to do that one?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that we're gonna do the Witches of Eastwick, which was 87, because Kara Lynn is gonna be on. Most likely, we let her know that we're changing it. So if she, like her schedule has a conflict, we might have to get her on a different time. But she doesn't really do scary, so I was thinking like, what could we watch? And the Witches of Eastwick, I'm like, that's a decent movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, so it'll kind of be like a rewatch. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like a rewatch, yeah, but kind of like I have to remember
Jogging
exactly
your
what.
memory on
Yes,
it.
thank you. It's I know the story, but it's got Jack Nicholson as the devil.
Mhm.
Um, Cher's in it. Is it Susan
Susan
Sarandon?
Sarandon?
It is Susan Sarandon
I think
and
so.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I remember liking it the first time I watched it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm excited.
yes. And it's funny because I'm like, if Kara wouldn't have dyed her hair, we would have the brunette, the blonde, and the redhead. But now we got the
That
redhead,
is
the redhead, and
true.
the brunette. It's okay. Maybe she can throw on a wig for that
Close
stream.
enough.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. She doesn't have to. Okay. So while we're on a horror movie talk, I don't know why I decided to bring this up, but we can do it anyways. It doesn't matter like what she's saying. It's just her list, right? And the little clip here. It doesn't matter. So Mary Elizabeth Winstead tells us which horror films are her comfort movies. Alien, The Shining, and Rosemary's
See,
Baby.
I don't know if it's just me. I don't consider Alien to be horror.
I
I think it's action.
So I understand where you're coming from for that, but I'm kind of like in the middle where I get why people consider it horror. Like
Yeah,
it's
because
kind of
it's
like a
like
monster
sci-fi
movie, like
horror.
sci-fi
Because
horror. Yeah.
yeah, I don't
So
know. I've never gotten like scared by it or thought, oh my god, that's disgusting.
yeah, yeah, it's
I
definitely
guess the
sci-fi.
first one, sure, I'll consider it to be sci-fi horror, but the rest of them, I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, the first one absolutely. Aliens 2 is actually my favorite out of all of them. I love Aliens too. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, I would definitely classify Alien as sci-fi horror, but they
yeah.
definitely lean more into
The
like
the first one,
action.
the first one definitely, but the if the franchise in total, I don't know if I completely I don't know if I'd
Yeah.
agree for the series in general. I think the first one though, because that's where most people are going to start. It is the most impactful though because
Mhm.
it sets up so much, and it's sure I don't want to say every alien movie is exactly the same, but you kind of start to know what to expect, and
Mhm.
I mean most of them are absolutely phenomenal, and we won't talk about Alien Earth because
Oh
you guys already know
goodness.
how I felt about the ending to that. But
Yeah, me too.
yeah, the first Alien movie is so special.
Mhm.
But
It
James
is.
Cameron's the second Aliens, the second one is just it's pure action.
Yeah, yeah, it's not. Mhm. I
Yeah.
love that one though. It's the characters more so like all the that they brought on. It was good. But I still obviously still love the first one. So out
Yeah.
of this list, I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby. That's a classic right from the 70s.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it in its entirety actually.
Here, let's see. Oh, it's from 68. Okay.
Yeah, I know that I've seen a lot of, but I don't actually know if I've ever seen it just in one sitting in its entirety.
No, I've never seen it. Maybe we gotta add that to the list.
Maybe.
Oh, it was Mia Farrow was in it. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. The Shining is good. I actually liked Doctor Sleep as well. I thought that was a good sequel,
Yeah, I
especially
thought that was pretty
so
good.
so many years later. I thought they did a good job. But yeah, The Shining, was it Shelley Duvall?
Yes. The
She
Shining is so amazing.
It's so good, and she actually got, like, messed up mentally after that because, Stanley Kubrick made Jack Nicholson, like,
Mhm.
treat her that way off set. So, like, that scene, it was kinda real, I guess, when she was, like, swinging the bat at him because she was, like, really freaked out by him.
Yeah. That's another example of how poorly Hollywood has treated people in the past,
I
because she only
know.
died, like, what, 2 years ago? And
And I don't think not even, it might have been, like, a year.
ye
She died
maybe, and
recently, yeah.
towards the end of her life, she had so many problems and had been blacklisted for so long. Just it
It's
sucks.
sad. I feel
Yeah.
bad for people like that. I know a lot of people don't care. Like, "Oh, I don't care when celebrities are
Yeah.
messed up," but I do because they're still human at the end of the day. I mean, some of them suck, don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
absolutely.
But, like, when they get traumatized like that from Hollywood, I feel for them.
Yep.
The method director, yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
he is. Alright. Alright, gamers. Let's get into some game talk.
Uh-oh. Gamers.
Gamers. So breaking the gamers' progressive revolution meets the reality and beauty of capitalism. ValeNet lays off the same writers who spent half a decade lecturing gamers about diversity quotas and problematic pixels. Couldn't have happened to a more inclusive bunch.
Aw, man, the Jurdos you hate the most are jobless. That's so sad. Wow, I'm just so heartbroken for these absolute losers.
Yeah, they sucked and it lost them their jobs. Who would have
People who
thought?
identify as gamers more likely to be sexist and racist, report finds. Oh yeah,
Well,
because that's definitely a great article to put up. Don't stand up for your fellow gamers who your website's literally named after.
yeah, I'm like the biggest sexist I know. I've been called it on the internet, so it must be
Yep,
true.
it's true.
And sexist towards women, by the way, not towards men.
Yep,
What can I say? I'm a meninist, not a
I guess
feminist.
so.
I think that's a real thing. I'm not. I'm just a like I don't care. I'm an I don't careist.
Fair.
I wish I seen this link actually. Games that got diversity right and 10 that didn't.
I'll see if I can
She's
find
like,
it.
I got you. She
let
gets in my
me let me
bookmark.
let me see what I got on my sleeve real quick.
Thanks, Munchlax.
Games that got
She's got it.
diversity right. Intent that didn't. Okay, I got it for
Try to
you. I got it for
you can
you.
share it. You if you either
Oh,
share or
I
put it in the
already put
private
it in the
chat.
chat if you want.
Okay, I got it. She's like, I got a treat for you.
Yeah.
We were talking about this actually because I liked the Life is Strange, the first two games, anyways. I didn't play. I know the last one was like super gay, and I was actually gifted it and still never played it. I was like, nah, I can't. They made it
Yeah.
too lame. I know, like, yeah, I liked it. I think I played through the first one twice, and then I played the second one once. But this is before all this woke crap got real bad. Like
Yeah.
right before, like this game, some people might consider kind of woke. The first one, I'm like, it's just whatever, not too bad, I don't think. But okay, so let's see what they
I love that first line.
diversity. It's good for a stock portfolio. When did this come out? Oh,
No, it's
2017.
not.
Oh no.
God.
Well, anyways, so let's see. Got it. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Have you played this one? I have never
I
played a Star Wars
love Knights of
game.
the Old Republic. It's one of my favorite games ever, and it's so true. There's black characters, there's droids, there's aliens, there's lesbians, but they're so well written. That's why it's such an amazing game. I love KOTOR.
Hmm, okay. Oh yeah, this is the one that everyone messes with you on, right? And says they're gonna remake, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Well,
no,
they
just
are
hush.
remaking it allegedly.
Oh, okay. I
That's
thought it was a
yeah,
joke.
sadly. Oh, it's not a joke.
Unfortunately.
These were the days when BioWare was good.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day I'll try to play. I've got a long list of things that these ads are annoying me. Didn't Mass Effect Andromeda. I
I'm
know a lot of people
honestly
that love the Mass Effect game, so they would beg to differ there, I think.
well, I think that a lot of people love Mass Effect except for Andromeda because Andromeda was so
Okay.
bad, but I'm honestly shocked that the journos or in this case this specific journo didn't like Andromeda for the way that it did diversity because that was a major problem with Andromeda is just that they took characters and changed them or they rewrote characters or of course they just added in they crammed in as much diversity as possible to make it a modern Mass Effect.
Okay, so that's why you're surprised then.
Yeah.
Let's see why. After some dialogue with gamers who found the scene tone deaf. Oh, where was it? So, in a conversation with a character, Hanley reveals her birth name, often referred to by trans people as a dead name, as though it's hardly mattered. For real life trans people, some will never reveal their dead name, and a few would share that information with a stranger. So that's why they got it wrong because of one little conversation. This person's a
I
retard.
guess so. Well, we already know that
We
for
already knew
sure.
that. Got it. Telltale's The Walking Dead. So I never finished this. I played like this is before I was streaming. I think I got like halfway through the Telltale Walking Dead, and I liked it,
I didn't
but never
play
finished
it,
it.
but
I
I've
never
heard
even
good
I
things
never
about
even
it.
watched I think I watched the first season. I didn't really get into Walking Dead, so that's also probably why I didn't finish the game.
Yeah, probably.
But it wasn't bad. Oops. I didn't know if you guys heard that. I just like bang broke
We
my
did.
desk. I
We
broke my
did.
desk. I didn't really.
Walking Dead, the first couple of seasons was really were really good, but of course it's another series that it went for so long and it got so far from the material that it just ended up, like falling flat a couple of seasons in.
Yeah. Definitely. I know I think the first so the last episode I remember watching, which I'm pretty sure this was the end of season 1. You guys can let me know in the chat or Vara can, where he's surrounded like by zombies and he's like on a truck or something and there's like a horse or something. That's the last episode I remember.
On a
First season.
on a truck.
A car or something, a truck or something. I don't know. He's on something, and they're just like he's like in the center, and there's just they've all
Yeah,
surrounded him.
I want to say that that's like the first season.
It was the first for sure, but I don't know if it was
Yeah.
the finale or if it was like or it was like that's the
Um,
first episode. That's all you watched.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, that's because I had friends that were into it. I was like, okay, and it's not that I wasn't into it, but at the time, I just yeah,
I think that was like, I don't know, like only a couple episodes in.
yeah,
Yeah, like the second. I was thinking like third or fourth, but
yeah.
the
So
thing
I guess I
is
didn't
that
even finish season 1.
there's so many shots like that in The Walking Dead. So
It's
it's
hard
like
to
you say
say.
that and then I think of like 30 different shots. So,
All right. This one. This was the one that they said was racist. Okay. Resident Evil
uh-oh.
5. Well, that's one of the next ones I'm playing, so I'm probably gonna love it. I'm sure it's not bad. Well, I've heard people say
It's
it's not
not
that
it's
great,
not
but
it's not the best game, but like it's not that bad of a oh my gosh, they're racists. I think that of course everything's so dramatized now. Like it's a game that's set in a village in Africa. What do you expect?
no, they're so sensitive.
Oh yeah,
So I'll read
absolutely.
this since it's a small one. Sometimes context is everything. Capcom definitely didn't take context into account when setting Resident Evil 5 in a village in Africa. Call it cultural ignorance, call it insensitivity, but playing a white man killing hundreds of native Africans that were zombies, I'm guessing, huh? No? Didn't exactly play well outside of Japan in the year after Barack Obama was elected president. Oh, shut up. Well, the game does not precisely show racism. It definitely uses African imagery and black faces to threaten the player and expects this threat to be met with violence. It was poorly made design choice in a tumultuous moment, and the game still makes our list for one of the most racially insensitive games of all time. Oh, get a freaking tissue, you crybaby.
Yeah, so it's like these people want more representation, which, okay, let's say that's truly their argument. Then you're going to have characters who are, in this case, black, that are good guys, but also bad guys. And they're not the bad guys that like are specifically designed to be black because they wanted to portray racism or something. It simply is set in Africa. You know what I find more offensive is the fact that we haven't gotten, I don't know, any like significant series set in Africa. I mean, sure, we've had like Kenzara Zhao, we've had like Resident Evil, but there's no specific games that are supposed to like show the complexity and the richness of like an African setting. But of course, you guys say you want diversity, so that's fine. But you have to then accept the fact that there's going to be, in this case, black characters who are going to be good guys and bad guys. You can't just say, well, I want diversity, but I only want them to be the good guys. That's insane.
That's so stupid. But those are the same people that say you can't be racist against white people.
Well,
which
right, exactly.
White is a race, so I like, please make that make sense because my brain can't handle that.
Well, they don't
the
think things
retardedness
out,
of that.
so
They
yeah.
do not. They do not. I'm not saying I'm the brightest bulb, the sharpest knife, whatever, but to compare to some of these highly educated leftists, I'm way smarter. Okay. Just
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say that.
absolutely.
But the chat's talking about Resident Evil 4 with the Spanish people, and it's like Leon's suplexing old Spanish
really
ladies, and they don't
is.
care about that. But no,
Where's everybody going? Oh, bingo.
It's set in Africa. Oh no. Okay. Well, maybe they were trying to be diverse here, and they don't want to only make white zombies. Do you ever think of that person that wrote this article, whose name we will reveal?
And
after the
imagine
article?
if it was set in Africa, but all the zombies were white. Then they would say that they're erasing black people. So what the hell is it that you want?
Yeah, exactly. Dummy.
Yeah.
Got it at Overwatch. I never got into Overwatch. So Overwatch is like a silly, not a silly game, but it's like the characters are kind of exaggerated. So like, what
Yeah.
are they talking about? They got it right. I feel represented in these demon characters or this
I guess it's because
monkey
like
or whatever.
there's men and there's women and then
Oh.
there's these different like alien species, which I mean, we've seen, all of the Overwatch clones over the years, games like, Concord, for example, that have come out and completely and utterly failed. And look, Overwatch's gameplay itself it's good. It was fun for a very long time, but what made Overwatch special, again, wasn't like the diversity of the characters, but the fact that it was just a good game in general.
I remember my friends like really liking this, but I just never got into it.
Yeah. Too late now.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Didn't Watch Dogs. Never played this one. Did you? It looks pretty diverse to me.
I never got into the Watch Dogs games.
So let's see why they didn't like it. This game about contemporary cyber warfare caught some major criticism for its portrayal of people of color. The only important non-white character is a master hacker and blackmailer, and he ends up being nothing more than an easy boss fight. His gang, the Black Viceros, are depicted as violent thugs a la The Wire. Unlike in The Wire, the racial and cultural context of gangs goes unexplored, and so the Viceros are left depicting a very bleak vision of blackness in America. Watch Dogs was also called out for its misuse of female characters as plot points. Of 5 significant women in the game, 4 die in order to further the plot. Watch Dogs brought the concept of hacking and technology in games right to the present day, but sadly, its pessimistic viewpoint did little to actually bring it up to date. This just sounds like a whole lot of wah to me, like cry about it and move on. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's how these journos, have been for such a long time. And, this article was written in 2017, so we're not even talking that far after Gamergate 1 had started. And so I bet that they, of course, were also trying to mimic and parrot those talking points, which is, something they haven't stopped doing over the years. But yeah, I mean, it was, I'm honestly even surprised that they added in positives here, given usually they just want to say this franchise is bad or this game is bad without actually showing positive examples of what they want or what they're arguing, but at the same time like just saying, oh, there wasn't enough of these characters in a game for me, is pretty pathetic.
It's
Like, it's never
stupid.
enough for these people. Okay, so you're saying there's none in this first game. All right. In the second game they add 30. Well, then you're saying 30's not enough. So then they add 50. Well, you guys could still do better. It's just there's always another issue that they have.
Yeah, they killed women, which women don't die in real life, guys. Come on.
Right,
And black
exactly.
people can't be hackers. Come on.
Right,
Um,
exactly.
just a whole bunch of dumb. Got it. Oh, Watch Dogs 2 got it. There we go. Round of applause.
Wow,
They've
they
got
did.
blue. I mean, blue. I can.
Blue.
I'm
Wicked, how many
colorblind.
fingers am I holding up? Are your eyes okay?
I'm not okay. Not at all. This article is
You
killing
said
my
it
brain
so
cells.
confidently too.
Blue, green, and red people. So, I mean, I like the color red, so I feel, represented here. I don't know. This is their logic. They're dumb. I don't know.
They are dumb.
So I guess this game got it because the first thing I see here is black characters. Watch Dogs 2 takes quite a nuanced approach to its representation of black characters, not least by casting the protagonist as a black man. The game derives some of its more incisive moments by confronting Marcus with racism. At one at one moment, having a car AI tell him his skin is too dark to scan. What it nails is shifting the viewpoint to show the effect of subtle racism on a person of color.
That's so stupid. Whoever
That's
wrote that is just dumb.
Yeah. Well, we will see at the end of this. I love
Oh
Grand Theft Auto
god.
5.
Of
Well,
course,
I actually
guys, Grand
didn't
Theft Auto's not good enough now.
in the picture.
Yeah, that is
Perfect.
wild.
To be fair, I didn't finish the story because I had so much fun with Grand Theft Auto online with my friends. So I actually did not even finish the story because I jumped right into online gameplay.
Yeah, well, I mean, Grand Theft Auto is always offending somebody over some element, so not shocking to see that it's on the bad list here.
Yeah, they're dumb. Like, come on, everyone loves Grand Theft Auto. I'm sure they love San Andreas, which, to be fair, that's actually my favorite Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah,
But
it's a good one.
it's a good one. So Grand Theft Auto, oh, whoops. Grand Theft Auto is like the South Park of video games. So of course they're offended. Everyone's offended by South Park. You expect it to be crass and offensive on all fronts. It relies on the old comedian's defense. I don't hate insert type of person here. I hate everybody. It's a hyper violent satire, after all, of our culture. After a review of the game sparked a huge internet debate about GTA's violent treatment of women. This one started it because I remember even way back in like Vice City, you could
Oh, they've
like,
always been complaining about
abs-
GTA.
yeah, ethnic minorities in the LGBTQ community gamers were left divided and frustrated. I'm
You
sure
would
they were
think
fine.
you would think that that would be good because they're admitting that there's all different sorts of people that are depicted in these games, and there's no one who is punched down at more. Everybody is equal playing field for being roasted. And so you'd think that they would actually like that. Well, at this point, of course, now it's everybody's a victim, right? And poor me, and you can't make fun of certain types of characters that depict somebody that I want to see in a game that represents me. But you would think that that would be, they'd give it some kind of credit because it's not like they're just making fun of, I don't know, minorities in this. Everybody's a target.
Yeah. Like if they didn't make fun of women, I would feel left out.
I would too.
So I'm glad they abuse women in these games because we were represented at least.
Yeah,
It's so dumb. Like it really
it
is true.
really
Like
is.
their whole paragraph saying they're like South Park, where they're like, I don't hate blah blah blah. I hate everybody. It's a hyper violent satire after all of our culture. Exactly. That line is right. That's
Mhm.
exactly what GTA is. So why are you crying about it? They didn't get it right or
Yeah,
wrong. They
well,
got it GTA style. Like
well,
everything.
yeah, and with these journalists, they didn't get hired based on the fact that they are real gamers or based on their merits. They only got hired within the video game industry and applied for these positions because they couldn't make it at mainstream publications and outlets like MSNBC, for example. And so they
Mhm.
weaseled their way into the games industry, but it's not like they actually cared about games or played games. It's not like, these people are genuinely passionate about the things that they're talking about. And what I think
Mm-mm.
is speaks even louder to that is this article doesn't have a journalist name on it. It just says the gamer staff.
It
So
doesn't.
yeah,
Oh,
so who
okay.
so who knows who even wrote it or if it was just meant to be a piece to outrage people.
Well, I'm angry. This is
I'm angry
2017.
and offended.
I am offended by this article, okay? Um, but that's why I'm kind of worried. Like there part of me seeing that GTA 6 keeps getting pushed back, I almost want to think it's because they're seeing what's happening with games like Concord. Like maybe they did come out like and like, okay, let's make this more progressive, and they have like all this stupid woke elements in it, and maybe this is just me being like cautiously just optimistic, not even cautious about it. Because I want it to be good. I'm gonna get it. I would love for GTA 6 to be great. I mean, it's set in Florida too, so I want to like now that I live here, I'm like, oh, I know where this is. I know where this is supposed to be, and stuff like that. But I don't know because it keeps getting pushed back, and I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Like, what do you think?
I think that it's so hard to say ultimately because GTA's identity is based around offending everybody and, pulling as many punches as possible and taking risks and not worrying about who's going to be upset or who's going to be offended. But at the same time, Rockstar has changed a lot over the years. Their company culture has changed a lot, and they were turned from like a frat boy studio into like a professional setting, which I guess technically sounds good that a company that makes billions and billions of dollars actually acts professional. But at the same time, I almost feel like the problem is we don't know who is working on this game, and there's thousands of employees who are working on GTA 6, which is such a major red flag. And as this article is a perfect example of, Marxists co-opt industries to push cultural ideology and to affect change, and they use activists to do that. And I'm sure over the years there have been more and more activists who have been hired within the ranks of Rockstar and maybe even studios that are helping, that they're outsourcing to. And it's, I want to say, it's almost a good sign that they're delaying it because maybe it means that they're not willing to take a chance for it to be a buggy and broken release, or maybe they're changing story elements. But at the same time, I don't think that the people that are in their ranks now are people who really, I don't know, are listening to social media discussion. And
Yeah.
so it's like I hope that it comes out. I hope it's amazing, but I think ultimately GTA 6 is too big to fail. It doesn't matter what is in it. It's going to sell
Oh, it's
like
gonna
2
sell for
billion
sure.
dollars just in pre-orders. Never mind the copies, sold on release day and after that. It's too big to fail.
Yeah,
Now,
I
if
absolutely
they make
agree.
another GTA game after that, I don't know how that would turn out because it's similar to Borderlands. Borderlands started off really strong, but now, several iterations later, people have given up. Borderlands 3 was such a monstrosity, people didn't buy Borderlands 4.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and who knows, like seven, like that's gonna come out when we're old ladies.
If
Because
they
I
come out
mean,
with it.
if they do, because what five came out in 2013,
Yeah,
so it's gonna be it's coming
it's
out.
coming
Well,
out in
it is
2026.
2026, so it's gonna
Yeah,
be 13 years. Holy moly!
yeah.
And when was so the one before that, which was four was oh see that was 2008. So that was only a
Yeah.
5-year gap.
And development times have ballooned so much and budgets have ballooned so much. Like I don't remember off the top of my head how much GTA 5's budget was, but it was 265 million. The reported budget for GTA 6 is $1 billion or to 1.5 billion dollars. That's an insane increase Whew. But
Yeah.
hey, even though it's going to be 13 years for GTA 6, it's going to be even longer for Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls 6 to wait time is still going to be longer because that doesn't even have a trailer yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's going
Well,
to be bad too.
well, now this is 15, right? Okay, got it. Sleeping Dogs. I never played that. Have you played that one?
No, I've not played any Sleeping Dogs.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna skip right past that one then. Did Punch Out's on
Punch
this
Out!
list?
Seriously?
I'm crashing.
Let's
I'm
complain about
crashing out.
fucking everything.
They made a fat black man. I'm crashing out.
Holy shit.
Okay, why? Okay. Now, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was released in 1987, a whole 30 years ago. It's well known for using some pretty reductive stereotypes for its fighters, as well as a character model for trainer Doc Lewis that is definitely derived from racist imagery. It was a sign that times have changed when the game was remade for Nintendo Wii, with the only fundamental change to the characters being the removal of the final boss, Mike Tyson, who turned out to be a artist. The Escapist 2009 review of the Punch Out. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at like what I tried. What
I
I
know.
went with. It's not funny that part.
This guy. This
This
Beth.
guy, man, come on.
Yeah.
Um, the Escapist 2009 review of the Punch Out reboot calls out this stagnant use of stereotypes the majority of us have progressed from. The French fighter ready to surrender. The effeminate Spaniard, the Japanese boxer who shouts nonsense Japanese between fights, the Indian in tiger skin, the drunk Russian, all seem much more obviously offensive in the same year that Resident Evil 5, oh, they had to bring up Resident Evil
Of
5 again,
course.
was provoking new discussion about how video games represent race and culture. This is so
Yikes.
stupid. These are like character type things, right? Like, oh my gosh, that Punch Out was great. I
You know
love that
what's
game.
insane is that these characters are just that they're not real. And so
They
to
can't
get
hurt
offended
you.
by them is in freaking sane. But this is such a big issue. Is that if you're looking for something to be offended by, you'll find it. If you're looking for racism and sexism and bigotry, you're going to find it no matter what you're looking at. And that is clearly what these people did.
These people are crazy. Like, I wonder what a day in the life of a woke person would be. You'd be miserable, complaining,
Yep.
buying a lot of hair dye, you
Yeah.
know. Got it. Guacamole. I've never I wanted to say guacamole, so I put guacamole. I never played this, but it looks kind of funny.
I haven't
I've never
played it
even
either.
I think I might have heard of it. 2013. Okay. Well, all right. Now I got Final Fantasy on here. Come
Final
on.
Fantasy, get out of here. How could they do this? Offensive as hell.
Oh my god. So we've already talked about Barrett as an incredibly problematic character in Final Fantasy, but that's not the only thing that everyone's favorite RPG gets wrong. Late in the game, depending on some player decisions, Cloud goes on a date with another character. Well, it is unlikely Barrett is a possibility. At one moment, Cloud and Date are named the 100th couple of the day and go on to act in a play that lets Cloud be a dashing hero. If Barrett is the date, the whole sequence is skipped because who would play the damsel? Then Barrett accuses Cloud of being a PDF file out of nowhere, getting really awkward and shooting his gun.
You know what I think is funny is that they're very bothered by the fact that Barrett calls him a P, but then in modern day they go around calling you a P if they don't like your opinion.
Oh yeah, you're that or a Nazi or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. When did this game come out?
The original Final Fantasy 7. It was 97. I almost said 98.
Oh my god, they need to just shut up.
Yeah.
So got it. Life is Strange. Now, Life is Strange is definitely like I would call it like the chick flick of game type thing. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah,
many
yeah.
guys that like this. If you did is fine. Like I thought the story was okay. I liked it, but I don't know how I feel about it now. When it came out, I liked it, but now I probably would look at it and be like, "Oh, it's woke." But this was before we were getting too much of that show. At least I wasn't paying attention to it because I was still playing like I think that around this time was like Red Dead Redemption 2 I was also playing, so which fantastic game. That's one
Way
of my favorite
better.
games. Oh yeah, Red Dead. This isn't on a list of my favorite games, but as far as like story mode, I liked this. Of course they're gonna say got it though. Not surprised by that. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games. So good. Didn't BioShock Infinite. I've never played that.
BioShock Infinite, I feel like there is a divide between people who love it and people who hate it. Um, but this whole list is basically just let's find things to complain about in games that there's, as they think, controversial themes in it. It could be an amazing game,
Look at
and
the
there's
picture they
still,
decided to use.
yeah,
Sorry, go
that's
ahead. I cut you off, but
that's
my bad.
that's very intentionally picked. But
Mhm.
with BioShock, um, I feel like they, again, like people over the years, maybe their opinion has also changed quite a bit on BioShock. All the BioShock games are good in my opinion. 1 and 2 are obviously the best ones. 3's okay, though. Of course, they are offended over this because they're saying, oh, racism. Not because they actually
Oh,
don't like the story or they even probably played the game. They just saw that there's these general themes on like the ESRB webpage, and then they couldn't look at those themes critically in the way that they were actually written. And so then they just complain about it.
because that's what they're good at. That's what they love.
Yep.
Got it. Undertale. Never played this one.
Like, who complains about these games? Seriously, like
I know.
Punch
I
Out,
know.
Like, why
What
are you
is this?
even just what is Spanish for everyone? Hola, Juan. What are you doing here? Like, oh, shut up, fucking you stupid
Not
little
Juan.
kid.
Not
Shut up,
Juan.
idiot. Like, holy fuck. Who complains about this? Who's ever even heard of this game before?
So
This is
this
number
upset
4?
them. This upset them, but not Leon suplexing old ladies. Okay.
Right.
I see your priorities. Of course, this looks like
What
a
is
mess.
that?
Got it. Read only memories. I don't even. Ugh. Moving on. Didn't see. Oh, come on. Not Birdo. What does she do to anybody? She just wants her eyelashes and her bow.
She looks too much like a female. She's got eyelashes. We need to cancel her.
Okay, I need to see what they say here. It would be easy enough to argue that Mario games reinforce stereotypes about helpless damsels who bake cake upon being rescued. I don't know. If somebody who saved my life, I would make them a cake.
I
I
would
guess
too.
I'm a
Hell
stereotype.
yeah.
The Legend of Zelda series had feature. Oh gosh, they're going for
Zelda's gonna
Vara's
be number 1 the worst.
probably has featured capable female characters for decades. After all, or to argue that Daisy would have been super cute as a person of color, or what? Or that Mario Party is a secret tool to tear people apart. Wow, they're doing way too much just in this one paragraph.
Yeah.
But really, my major issue is Birdo. Birdo, you may or may not know, is one of the most maligned transgender characters in video game history. Birdo's first appearance was in Super Mario Bros. 2, in which the manual said her. He thinks he is a girl and he spits eggs from his mouth. He'd rather be called Birdetta. Well, Nintendo was eventually made up for haphazardly creating a transgender character. Birdo is still not referred to by her preferred name. However, Nintendo has made some progress. In Mario Golf World Tour, she uses a woman's locker.
This is so retarded. This is actually fucking brain dead. It's like the argument said, oh my god, Link is actually queer. Link is a LGBT icon. Shut up. You're absolutely stupid.
This was the dumbest paragraph I think I may have ever read in my life. Definitely like this year because
They
I'm
will really complain
I'm
about
lagging.
anything.
You're using her dead name. Stop.
That is icky. How could you do that?
Got it. Sims 4. Oh, why? Because in a game where you can create someone to look any way you want, they have the scars. Shut up. Moving on. And you were right.
Classic.
I'm actually gonna play this soon. I was sent it. I have it for the 64, so I'm gonna play the old school version. Thank you,
So
Greg.
good.
I can't wait. So I haven't played this one yet. Let's see why they don't like Legends of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So I know, didn't I just praise Legend of Zelda a couple entries ago? This game is pretty good, right? A kid explores the world outside his bubble, makes friends from many different cultures, and brings them together to protect its Hyrule. How do you pronounce
Hyrule,
it?
yeah.
It is Hyrule. Okay, I almost said it wrong. From pig monster Ganon. Zelda was chic the whole time, so it's even kind of feministy. I've never even heard that word before.
They're so
This
stupid.
article is making me sick again. My cough is coming back.
Oh.
So let's see. Yeah, but remember the stealth section where you escape from prison by murdering a bunch of lady thieves? Oh, that upset them apparently. There are on they are the only human looking characters in the game outside of Castletown, and they clearly have a culture and society of their own. But Link doesn't have the time to worry about that. This section feels super strange to play, particularly because those you leave alive will become your allies later in the game. Once you have a token that absolves you of all your heinous murders. Hey, every game has problems,
It
right?
sounds like they just didn't like this game, but they really wanted to complain about it. So they're like, how can we write an entire article trashing this fucking game? And this is what they came up with. This is absolutely wild. They're saying that it's the worst game ever because you kill a couple of ladies. Like, really? That's
Women
the
don't die in
best
real
you've
life.
got? I know,
Hello.
apparently not.
Oh, this is so stupid. Yeah, and it says again, there's no writer of the article. It just says by the TG staff.
Classic.
Too scared to even put their name on it.
Yep.
So freaking lame.
Yeah,
Well, you know
they've been
what?
rage baiting gamers for years.
Yeah. Sorry. Like, it literally made my cough come back. I haven't coughed in like
No,
a day.
no.
Thank you for that. So, okay. Black Phone 2.
Whew.
We're going to review it, but we're also going to watch the trailer. So if you are watching this video back and this trailer doesn't come up and I had to edit it out, sorry. Maybe they'll let me keep it, maybe they won't. I don't know. Watching trailers are weird.
Yeah,
It's not Netflix, so we might have a chance.
it's true. Might, if we're lucky.
Okay. We might. All right, here we go. Let's full screen it and let me know if you can hear it when I play it. Nope, you can't because I can't hear it because
Oh,
I have the
let's see.
tab muted on this. There we go. All right. So if you haven't watched the first one, just a quick summary is that the grabber played by Ethan Hawke is set in like mid 70s or late 70s, the first one. And then this one's
Yes.
like early 80s. It's like what, like 6 years later or something like that. So the
Yes.
grabber is a guy that kidnaps boys and eventually kills them. So that's just like a quick little rundown of the first one. I liked the first one. I watched that for the first time last week because I knew we were going to watch this and review it for the show. And I actually liked the first one. I really like a good period piece when they have it set like in the 70s or 80s or like 90s and they actually do a good job. They did a good job. So Black Phone 1 was good. I was pretty skeptical about this one because it was like the vibe from it was like one and done. The story's been told. What else are they gonna do? So Black Phone 2 takes place where just another little side note, his sister, she has like when she sleeps, she has dreams and she can see things that it's kind of like visions, right? Like psychic in a way. So and their mom had that, but she dies. They say that she,
It's like a
killed.
family of mediums.
Yeah, and they say that she killed herself. So like the dad hates it. Like he's like, you're just having dreams, and it's a whole thing, right? So in this one, she's having dreams of kids that were boys that were killed at this camp, and they convinced their dad to let her go there because I guess another side note, that not to spoil the first one, but I mean her brother was taken by him. You can kind of see that from the second one here. But he escapes. And so they go to this camp and she's trying to figure out like where the bodies of these kids were because it was like probably I want to say 10 years at least like to where they are in the story now that those kids were killed and they never found their bodies. So this
Yeah,
is kind
the
of
time periods are 57, 78, and 82, I want
Oh,
to
so it was
say.
way before that. Okay, I was way
Yeah.
off. So yeah, these kids have been dead for a very long time, and it turns out that her mom, what, did she went to the camp then? If it was 57, she was a
Yes.
child at the camp.
Yes.
And she comes to her daughter in the dream. That's how they get her to go there, her and her son. And it's kind of like their take, I would say, on Nightmare on Elm Street, and I wouldn't say it's a bad one because it's a lot of like what happens like with Freddy, but they add their own twist to it. And like I said, I was skeptical about this because I wasn't sure that it needed a sequel. I still don't think it needed a sequel, but this wasn't bad. They added a little bit to the story, like what happened to the mom, and they add some stuff that it brings like full circle with the first one. Um, but yeah, I would say this was I give this one like a maybe like a 6 or 7. I feel like I give that a lot because there's things that I like if I don't hate it, I don't wanna really go under a 6. Um, and the first one, I would give it a 8 because I thought it was really interesting. So Black Phone 1, I would give it 8, this like a 6, 7.
Yeah, I'm basically in agreement. I really enjoyed a lot of the family moments that were in this one
Mhm.
because in the first one, obviously Finn, the main character, is very much so alone in his struggles as he is taken by the grabber and ultimately he has to free himself and he has to kill the grabber. And I was extremely worried about the direction they were going to take this one in because it didn't need a sequel, but I still thought that this turned out to be a pretty good sequel. Of course, Ethan Hawke is a fantastic actor.
I
I
like him a
really
lot.
like Mason Thames, who, of course, actually played um, Hiccup in the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
where I
remember.
seen him. That's
Yeah,
right. That's okay. I didn't see the
yeah,
movie, but I did that it came out already?
yeah. It came out a couple
It
of
did.
months ago.
Oh, that's right. Okay. It was this year.
And I don't remember the name of the actress who played the sister, but I thought that she did a really good job too.
Mhm.
And I feel very similar to the way I did about Conjuring Last Rites. It was very family oriented, and I really like when movies do that now, especially when it's not one character is like throwing their family to the side and completely ignoring everything they're doing and saying and just trying to rebel. And I thought that all of these actors worked really well together,
Mhm.
and of course, they definitely left the ending very open
I think there's gonna be a third
for
one.
them to make some other movie. I think what they should probably do is this one. Okay, so this one established that basically the first one was Finn was targeted for a specific reason because of the mother, so it's definitely going down the maternal line. I feel
Mhm.
like in this one, the sister, Finn's sister, her in the future, like her kids or his kids, should be the ones that have to face the grabber again. But I think what they want to do is they definitely want to make him a like classic slasher. Like you said, it's very nightmare for
Ready.
sure.
Mhm.
Very Nightmare on Elm Street, very Freddy. And at the very end, right before he's dragged into the water, he intentionally grabs his mask. And so, like, he reaches his arm out to grab his mask. So, I have a feeling the mask is going to become like the item that they're going to have to destroy if they make another movie. But I thought that it was pretty good. And I really liked the time frames in this because it's 57. Uh, it's 57. No, it's, what is it? What did I just say? It's 57, 78, and 82.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I liked the fact that it's 80s, but it's not Stranger Things
I was just
80s.
gonna say that.
Now,
It feels, like, very of the time without being extra about certain
yeah.
things.
So I
Yeah.
love good neon and colorful lights and great nostalgic music. And in this there's Pink Floyd music, which I thought was good, but it wasn't over the top nostalgia bait where like
Mhm.
a bunch of teens are at summer camp, they go to an arcade together, there's neon everywhere, and like yeah, there's like Pink Floyd, but it wasn't constant. It didn't hammer you over the head. I also really loved the winter atmosphere. I thought that
Yeah.
that was really well done, made for some beautiful cinematography. And I think that all of these actors did pretty good together. Sure, it's also another pretty low budget movie. Like in the first one, it's practically just a room and then the outside of two houses. And then in this one, it's just the woods and a lake. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. And winter horror for me, I would say is the scariest type of horror at this point because you have to deal with the elements because if you go outside, you could freeze to death or in this case like it's very dark, it's very atmospheric, whereas in summer movies like I feel like they've been done so much the elements don't really like frighten me or excite me
Mhm.
anymore. But I thought that this was really well acted. I liked a lot of the cinematography. Sure, it didn't necessarily need a sequel, but I thought that it was pretty well done. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind them making a follow-up.
Yeah, no, I think I agree totally that they're gonna try and make The Grabber like a classic type, like, they're gonna
Yeah.
continue. I don't mind it. So, I don't I think Black Phone did pretty well, the first one.
Ooh, yeah,
Um,
it
it
did.
did. So and I think 8 out of 10, like, I because for me, a lot of horror now I should say a lot of horror, but, like, when you can, like, kinda surprise me, I like that. And the whole concept of, like, the phone, nobody else can hear it unless it's someone like, people from the other side are calling, and it's only when it's specifically for you if you have, like, a certain kinda, like, medium power, like Vara mentions earlier, that was interesting, and I liked that they used that to help the kid escape. That was very
Right.
interesting, and then they still incorporated it in the Black Phone too, and again, it wasn't needed, but it I didn't hate it, and they added a bit to the first one, so if they continue with this could be, it could become like a ch like, kind of like a campy slasher that I enjoy, just like, "Good night, Mongoose, thank you for hanging out, I know it's late for you." Just like, Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason.
I don't
So
want to say that, Ethan Hawke quite put on that level of a performance just because obviously we're a little bit nostalgia blinded, right? But
yeah.
I think that he has this character who definitely could be a good modern alternative. It doesn't
Mhm.
feel like they're copying every idea one to one. It feels like there's a lot of room for improvement, but also a really good kind of basis. And I feel like it has been a long time since we've gotten another like Michael Myers or Freddy
Mhm.
or Jason or a character who feels kind of unique in their own way. A lot of like villains now, especially slashers, are just very like straight to the point, kind of cookie cutter.
Mhm.
But the grabber feels, yeah, just a little bit different. And I also think that they did open up for continuations because the only problem I had, which maybe could play in their favor if they can write it really well. Now, I don't know if they can, but in the first one, the grabber was only in dreams. But in this second one, he can affect what's going on outside of the dreams. He's extremely powerful. Like, if he slashes her in the dream, she actually takes damage. If he pushes her into the water, she's soaked with the freezing cold
Yeah,
water.
very
And
Freddy. That's where
so,
they pulled
yeah,
100% from
so,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
right, exactly. And now it's like they're trying to establish that his power is attacking others through people's dreams, but I don't know how they're going to quite do that because one would have assumed initially it was just going to be like the one person he's targeting and then only in their dreams, but that was completely like broken in this movie. So I think that they would need a good writer to continue it and make
Yeah.
it very good because I think that it can get very muddy very quickly because they could basically just make him a
Mhm.
god and be like he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, because
But
in this one, they pretty much make it so, like, oh, he has his power because in that specific area as well because they didn't find the body of the boys. Well,
Right.
now they found them and they said now you don't have power anymore. So if they do a
Right.
3, they could also continue it without it actually being the grabber. Like they could do a copycat or he, you know what I
It
mean,
could
something
be.
like that. They could do something. I
They
could
could
see
also
that, but
try to turn him into a Slender Man, where it's basically like, oh, the more you think about him, the more power he
just like
actually
Freddy.
has. Right. So they could go in that direction too. But that's the thing is there's so many different directions they could go in. And I hope if they make a follow-up, they're very intentional about it. It's not just like he's basically a god and you just need another god to go against him.
Exactly. I hope not because like this isn't like groundbreaking, right? But I liked it. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
no.
it. It was a good
I
slasher
love the
movie.
atmosphere though. Whew, the
Yes, and
winter
I agree
settings
with that
and
so much because there's something about the winter that just makes it more airy.
well, yeah, you have like whiteouts. You have the danger of just even going outside and like what's lurking around every corner, and then like you have these moments that are very silent because there's so much snow, like dampening the sound. Oh, it was so good.
It was. I'm glad that I liked this. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I liked it. If you're a fan of just the classic slashers, I would say watch Black Phone if you haven't. It's on Peacock for free or, rent it, whatever. And then check out Black Phone 2. I'm sure it'll be on Peacock like by the end of next month. They're definitely going to want to you know, capitalize on it, I think. So, I liked
Probably.
it. Ethan Hawke's good. Uh
He is a really good actor.
he is. And real quick, we have Athletic Lazy says, "Is the grabber a Universal's character? Yes. If so, they need to something with him for Halloween at the parks." I was hoping so much. I wish because Universal had a lot this year for horror nights. They had Five Nights at Freddy's. They had Fallout, which I didn't like. I know most people don't consider Fallout horror, and I can agree with that. But I can also see why they thought it would make a good haunted house because there's all the like ghouls and stuff, right? But the house was based more on the show. So if you didn't see the show, you don't really get it. It was so to me that was actually one of the weaker houses, Fallout. And then they had Jason, but I would have loved now that I've seen Black Phone 2, I mean it just came out. I would have loved if they had a Black Phone house with the winter setting. That would have been so freaking
That
good.
would have been
Maybe
good
next year
marketing material as
and good
well.
marketing. Yeah. The Five Nights at Freddy house was good, but I still say that one is it was good. Um, but it was definitely one that like kids could walk through. But arguably, Five Nights at Freddy's is a kids horror game, right?
Yeah,
So it's still
exactly.
scary. The jump scares get me freaking they get me, but that's just a human reaction. Oh, I wish so. I was thinking about that after I saw the first Black Phone, but then after seeing this, like I agree 100% with Vara with the winter setting. I hope next year Horror Nights does something Black Phone related because that would be so much fun.
I think there's a lot of potential here.
There
I
is.
and I really I liked the spread of characters. This the sister is definitely much more prominent in this one, but I still like that they kept it where Finn is kind of ultimately the hero in both because
Mhm.
he defeats the grabber in both movies. So I'm glad that they didn't minimize him completely. I think they did a little bit more for
A
sure to make the
little.
sister more prominent, but at the same time he wasn't completely sidelined, which I appreciated. I had a feeling she was just going to go off on her
So did
own and
I.
he was just going to like be there in the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes and that was going to be it, which didn't happen.
I'm glad they didn't do that. So, like, without giving anything too much away, because this would be like a major spoiler, but just so that you know what I'm talking about, the scene on the ice with Finn, I was like,
Yes.
okay. I was like, all right, because I thought that she was gonna do that,
Yeah, I agree.
and I'm glad that they had him do it because it's still a closure that he
Yeah, I
needs.
don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say, hey, they can make a third movie. So
I
I think
know.
everybody kind of gets the idea of how it ends. But yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this one.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
definitely
yeah,
think the first one was still
better.
better, but not by much. I would give them an 8 for the first one, and then
Hmm.
this one like a 7 to a 7.5.
Yep.
Probably a 7.5. I quite liked it. I thought the atmosphere was much stronger in this one. I think that I liked the general suspense more in the first one,
Mhm.
but I still thought that both of them were good, and I think that they could make a really cool third movie or make this a really cool series if they kind of hone in on how they want the grabber to go going forward. Do they want there to be a
Mhm.
cult surrounding him? Do they want it to just be him? Do they want it to be in dreams? Do they want it to just be, oh, if you're thinking about him, it makes him stronger? Like there's so many directions they could go.
That cult thing could work, especially if they could like get power to kind of summon him back, right? Like they make a good
Right.
story where like they have some kind of supernatural power. They do something that brings him back again.
What
That'd
if
be
he can
interesting.
lure certain people there and then they kill themselves and then that means he's more
Yeah.
powerful in that area? Because that was kind of similar to the story. And this one is that the people that he killed gave him like the power in that area. So there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think we found the director for Black Phone 3 right here,
It's
Vara.
me.
It's going to be winter again, guys, so bundle
Oh,
up.
it definitely would be, that's for sure.
Definitely. So yeah, go watch it if you're into this kind of stuff, guys. We really liked this one.
Yeah, definitely. Good movie.
Yeah. Super chat. Sorry, guys, we got very Furby at the end there, and I got angry and about that
Stupid
stupid
article.
article. So I missed a couple of supers that are about an hour old.
2017, still pissing you off 8 years later.
Yep. Mad Cabal for 5. Sup, 8 eyes. I hope you ladies are having a good night so far. Thank you so much for the 5, and I'm sorry that it took us an hour to respond. I hope you're still here. Rotor, thank you for the 4.99. You ladies need to add the entity to your horror list. It's very scary. I feel like at this point we may still be reviewing some horror movies into November
I
because
think we're gonna need like one mini horror review every show and then a normal
probably. I'm
movie.
cool with that. I'm cool with that. There's so much coming out.
There
Oop, I
is.
didn't mean to highlight it again. Mad Cabal, you are still here. I think. Well, this was 30 minutes ago. Again, sorry for the delay. If they aren't careful, GTA 6 could be their last Jedi moment, the $2.5 billion movie that destroyed Star Wars.
For
You're
sure.
right, and that's to Vara's point that if this one doesn't do well and they want to make a 7, it's not going to do well.
Right.
So, I mean, they're still going to make money off this. I mean, if this one doesn't go over well, then they won't make because Rockstar's already kind of like,
They're put a lot of money into this game, so whew.
yes.
I mean, what do they have except for GTA? Nothing. They've given up everything else. They're not making like another bully game, for example.
Oh, that was
Not
one that was
good.
buggy for me. I couldn't finish playing that one on Steam either. I wasn't streaming it, but so I just I was in my room by myself being angry about that because it kept just like
Such a
crashing
good
out on
game.
me. It is so good. I was having so much fun. The Jabroni for 5. I almost missed you guys. I'll leave you with this. I like boobies.
Fair
You
enough.
know what we always say, man. Live your truth. Das Booch for 5. Still confused on the Friday the 13th prequel series. Movie's premise was boy drowns, mom goes on a vengeful killing spree. That's it. What else is there?
It's
You got
Hollywood.
me.
They need to make a new
It's
movie.
Hollywood,
So,
baby. They made
yeah,
money off it once, so they got to do it 20 more times.
exactly.
Shane Muniz for 20. I enjoyed the takes. Thanks for the grace on current topics. Thank you, Shane. Really appreciate that. And thank you so much for the 20. All right. So this was a fun show. We went
It
over. I feel
was.
like if I mean they're
That's
all
okay.
fun, but um let's see. You know what? Sorry, real quick before we go, I wanted to pull this up. I had this, so let's do this.
She's got another The Gamer
Oh,
article.
no, it was the black phone. So I've since we were talking about this, we might as well get this. So this was do I have this muted? No, I don't. Okay. Black Phone 2-star Mason Thames, is that how you pronounce his name?
I don't know.
Tells us what it was like to shoot Ethan Hawke's return as a grabber. That scene specifically, the weather, the setting, everything was real. There was basically a blizzard going on. So I like that. It wasn't fake. They were
Yeah.
really in it. It was all or nothing when we were in that phone booth. Man, he must have been frozen.
Had some really good cinematography there, especially
Yes,
with
it
like
is.
all the like the 360 shots and how like it would look you would look over his shoulder and then no one would be there and then it would switch to the other shoulder and he'd
And
be
then
that
them
like
banging
so
on it.
creepy.
That was
Yeah.
that was really good. Yeah, so I agree with you. I give the second one a 7 out of 10 and the first one 8. I really love I love a good period piece. And the 70s, it felt 70s. And I wasn't alive in the 70s or 80s, but it just the vibe was there. And same with the 80s, the music, it wasn't they didn't use the Take on Me or like the stuff that they
Right.
always use in 80s themed shows and movies. It was very well done. I feel like now I'm gonna take a wild guess that the third one will be taking place in the 90s if they're gonna go that route. You know what I mean? They
Probably.
went like almost 60s, late, and then 70s, and then
I would
80s.
assume
So
something like that, or like 1999, 2000, like right on that
mhm.
line.
We'll see. Like you said, it might be their kids. Keeping it in the family. And what? Holy moly! Raider for
Woo!
264.83. He's just
What a good
peaking.
number!
It's a wonderful number. Thank you, Raider. And we're not going to have to yell at you because you gave us an emoji at least.
He
Thank you so much, Raider. He's like,
did.
oh, you guys think you're going to leave? Hold on. Boom.
Whew.
Wow, Raider. Thank you. Drop the Raider emojis. Yep. Oh, he's got it. Thank you so much, Raider. Oh my gosh. So yeah, guys, in conclusion, watch Black Phone and Black Phone 2 and then give us your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Down below. Or Discord, whatever. Or don't, whatever. I'm not your mom.
Or don't.
I'm not your mom, but I'm just saying if you like a good thriller, give it a watch.
For sure.
So, since we're wrapping up, what do you have coming up? Streams and videos?
Of course, guys, 2 to 3 videos a day this week. Well, I'm not exactly 100% sure what the schedule is going to be going into next week. But I know that tomorrow I will be streaming more Ninja Gaiden 4. I think on Saturday I'm also going to play Ninja Gaiden 4. We might be able to finish it up. Sunday is going to be my birthday stream. And then, of course, going into next week, Monday is going to be FML. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, is going to be our Vara and Virtue Halloween special. I
Yes,
think
don't
I'm going.
forget Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Sorry.
Yes, Tuesday. I think Wednesday I'm gonna do just a normal game stream.
Something
And
spooky.
yep. And then after that, I'm not 100% certain. I will be streaming on Friday for Halloween, though I'm not 100% sure if I'll be streaming on or what I'll be doing on Wednesday. That's the only thing because I don't know if we'll be done Ninja Gaiden 4 or if we'll be finishing that on that Thursday or if we'll be back to Pokemon. But either way, of course,
You sound so
I'll
disappointed.
be here.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. And it's a game, I guess.
It's a game.
Yeah,
And I give
suppose.
you props because if I don't like a game, I don't finish it on stream, and you do.
Yeah, I
So
try.
that's why Vara is a better gamer than I ever will be.
I try. That's
I
okay.
play
You
what I
have
like.
much more sanity than I do left.
You know when I like a game because that's all I play.
Yeah.
Like right now, the only game I'm playing is
Mhm.
Revelations because I need to finish it.
You know what you need to
So-
play, which I'm gonna play for the first time on my birthday, is Escape from Duckov.
What?
You're a bunch of ducks in an extraction shooter. You're going around shooting people, shooting other ducks, and collecting loot.
Oh my
It's a new
goodness.
indie game. Sold over 1 million copies in just 5 days, which is insane. It looks super
My
freaking cute. I know. Good segue.
Speaking of ducks, Leon's
Yep.
still here. And let's see, what is today? Wednesday? Tomorrow, actually. So I have to do Wicked's World in the afternoon tomorrow, and I'm actually doing it as a test because I'm gonna do it 12 to 2. I know a lot of people are live in the afternoon, but if it goes over well, I may actually bump Wicked's World up to that time. We'll see. Because right now I have it 6 to 8, and that's not like the best time, but I've always had it there. So
Right.
I might switch it. So tomorrow, just an FYI to everyone that I will be doing Wicked's World early because I have something going on, and then I'll be finishing Revelations either Friday or Monday, and then I'm going to be away after Tuesday. So my last stream will be the Vara and Virtue on Vara's channel next week, just for a few days. And yeah, that's it. You two should play Resident Evil 5 co-op. Maybe. We talked
Maybe,
about it.
yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
That
It's
would
definitely
be.
going to have to be after spooky season, but we're just spooky chicks all
We are,
around.
so it's
so
okay.
we can do whatever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a great show. We had a lot of fun. Go watch Black Phone. Could spooky season come on? Just go do it. And Black Phone 2, you I don't think you'll be disappointed. Possibly. I don't know. But we're gonna go and we'll see you next week. Tuesday, on Vara's channel. We will keep reminding you, and it's not going to be a permanent thing. We're going to stay on Wednesdays. It's just, you know,
For a Halloween special.
yeah, Halloween special. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.